Welcome to another video of Gangsters Around the World. We're on the road to 500 subscribers, so please subscribe. In the 1980s, when New York streets were wild with guns, drugs, and money, one name carried weight: Supreme Mcgriff. He ran Queens like a king. Before the rap game, before Murder Inc., before the beefs, Supreme was already a legend in the streets. Real street power, real fear, and real money. Supreme came up out of Southside Jamaica, Queens. He started what they called the Supreme Team, a tight, ruthless crew that ran one of the biggest crack empires in the city. By the mid-1980s, they were pulling in millions a week, running the projects like a business. Everyone in Queensbridge and Baisley knew the name. They had soldiers on corners, lookouts on roofs, and guns everywhere. It was money, power, and no mercy. But that power brought heat. The cops were watching. Rival crews wanted the throne. Streets wars broke out. Bullets flying through housing projects, cars lit up, bodies dropping. It was survival of the coldest. By 1987, the feds came down hard. Supreme was hit with drug charges and sent away. The Supreme Team fell apart. Snitches, murders, indictments. But even locked up, Supreme's name still had weight. He was feared and respected. When Supreme got out in the late 90s, the drug game had changed. The rap game had taken over. He linked up with Irv Gotti and Murder Inc., the label behind Ja Rule and Ashanti. Rumors started that Supreme was moving money through the label, that Murder Inc. had street backing, that he still ran Queens behind the scenes. It was all whispers, but everyone knew Supreme still had pull. Then came the drama. 50 Cent. 50 dropped Ghetto Quran, naming names from Queens, drug past. Supreme didn't like it. Not long after, 50 got shot 9 times outside his grandmother's house. People talked, saying it was tied to old Queens beef. Cops looked at Supreme, but nothing stuck. Still, the streets believed he played a role. It added more to his legend: cold, untouchable, and ruthless. In 2007, the feds finally nailed him. Supreme Mcgriff was sentenced to life in prison for drug trafficking and ordering hits. He denied it all, but the legend stayed alive. The man who ran Queens like a mob boss then touched the rap game. Supreme wasn't just a drug dealer. He was a symbol of how power, money, and fear could rule the whole city until the feds came knocking.